So are you?
Greetings, humanity, and welcome to the second game of Valdriant's Extra Life Actual Play Marathon. I'm Jim. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm here supporting Levine Children's Hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going to be running a game of Inspectres, a supernatural comedy game by Jared Sorensen about paranormal investigators. Let's go ahead and go around and say hi to everyone. And just tell us who you are, and if you're here supporting a hospital, let us know what hospital you're supporting, and then tell us who you're playing and pronouns for both you and your character. And we will start with Emma. Hello.
It's me! Hi everyone, I am Emma, or Hamala on the internet. I use they them pronouns, and today I am playing Noah Forsyth, who uses he they pronouns. I am in the UK, and ExtraLife doesn't actually have UK children's hospitals, so I'm going for the default one that Val is raising money for. And we're all raising, what was it, $390 so far? Let's smash this target, everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yay. Yes, we're at 390 at this point. And now let us move on to Pope. Hello.
Hey everybody, Pope here, Pope World Build on the internets. Here raising money for Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital here in Orlando, Florida. Playing Cliff Franklin. We'll meet Cliff soon. Both of us use he, him pronouns, and I am super excited to be playing Inspectres for the very first time. So let's see how this Ghostbusters inspired chaos engine moves.
Yes, yes. I can't wait. I can't wait. And now we will head over to Lich. Hello.
Hi, I'm Lit. I'm a mod here on the channel. I go by he, him pronouns. I am playing Brad Leinhart, who also goes by he, him pronouns. Um, I first time with Inspectres. Very new to this, but very, very interested to see how it goes.
Me too, me too. Awesome, awesome. And finally over to Obadiah. Hello.
All right, all right. Hello, everybody. I am Obadiah, just a Dyson on that worldwide interwebs. Today I will be, he, him pronouns. Today I will be playing James Laverne, also he, him pronouns, and we are absolutely thrilled to help you however you need to be serviced today.
Ew.
Well, this is going to be very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Very cool, very cool. So we already have had very recently a donation that just came in a little bit. I'm going to address that in just a second, but just to explain some basics before we dive in, Extra Life is an event organized by Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. The donations made today are going to benefit kids' hospitals. Again, we're currently at 390. If you want to donate, you should be able to type !Extra Life to see the link. I believe that's the thing. And then also, I've got some donation incentives for this one shot, which I don't know if they've been put in at this point, but I think that's under rewards, if I recall correctly. Either rewards or reward. They're in auto scroll. Okay, so they'll be showing up periodically. But I will tell you right now what they are. If you donate $5, we can for this we can add a die to the bank. There are in this game we have bank dice, and we'll talk about those in a bit. For a $15 donation, you can give a player you designate a cool die, which is kind of helpful in a way. It's kind of like armor to a certain extent in this game, or at least armor from stress, which is important. For a $25 donation, a player you designate will get an amazing item. Normally you have to roll for your items, but if you give a $25 donation, then someone will be getting an amazing item. And for a $50 donation, it is what I've called a weirdness boost. This game technically, in the campaign mode of this game, they do have weird agents. We don't have any here with us today, but we can turn one of the agents into a weird agent. They get a cool supernatural ability for a $50 donation. And so you can designate someone, and then we'll figure out what it is that happens, basically, to cause that to happen. We already have a $25 donation that came in just before we went live. That brought us up to $3.90, and that was from someone named Pope, who made that donation. And I believe Pope has designated Emma's character to get the amazing item, if I recall correctly. So there's going to be one. You're going to get an amazing item without having to roll for it, and we'll get into what that is when we get going. When we do equipment, basically, at some point during this narrative. So in addition to all that, all this month, Valdranth will be matching sub points with $1 donations to ExtraLife. So if you subscribe to the channel, it'll go to a good cause. If you've got a Prime sub you haven't used and you don't feel like you can give much, it's a good time to use it. But now, let's get into it. The title of our story tonight is Garden City Groove. It'll be taking place in a city similar to, yet legally distinct from, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Known for its many gardens. But this game will be taking place slightly west of town, west of the river, where we are going to be settling in on the University of Pennsylvania, which is what this particular franchise is kind of an extension of. There is the corporate inspectors building across the river, way in city center. But this is kind of their little satellite sort of incubator program type thing that they've made a deal with the university for. And so the other interesting thing about Inspectors is often it runs as a reality show. And so we're going to go around, we're going to start this up. You're going to see this basically what looks like, and again, also the people making this particular version of the reality show are also college students. So you're going to be seeing this after a few too many seconds of darkness. You're going to see come up a shot of the river from the perspective of the university, and you're going to see a few shots from around the campus, and we're going to go around and we're going to get in-world intros from everyone. And the way this works is that there are points where you can kind of cut in and give a piece of an interview. You can talk to the camera whenever you like, basically, in this game. But for our intros, we're going to see you doing something, and that they caught on camera, and then just give us a little blurb introducing your character. And the question would have been why you decided to start working with the Inspectors. And who would like to go first?
Sure. Well, I want you all to picture in like that sort of run down houndstooth jacket that you find at a Goodwill, a early 2000s Oliver Platt, looking more disheveled than usual, like hanging up a flip phone, going, you were supposed to cue me. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Cliff. I'm the customer service rep here for the university branch of Inspectors here in Philly. And why this job? It's really because I get to help people. There's just Philly's haunted, and that's where it just like cuts away.
Nice. And so we get a couple more shots of some of the sights from the mostly from the west side of the river, a couple of the gardens out there. And then we go to our next our next PC, who is who would like to go next? Lest I pick on someone.
I vote James.
All right. So we open on on what is like clearly a different highlight reel. Like you see James in like basketball shorts, just like sinking threes. And there's for the filmically inclined, there are in fact like hard cuts between like a very quick, somewhat disguised cuts between like his him taking the shot and the ball going in, nothing but net every single time. We look great out here. Uh and then followed by like some signs of him running a football drill. Uh and immediately followed by like a voiceover. Yeah, that is like essentially like a sort of like a recorded call. Yeah, field agent James Laverne. Yeah, yeah, yes, that James Laverne. I don't. Uh, yeah, of course. Yeah, right. Yeah. For the satellite office, West. Yeah. Uh-huh. Anytime. We've got anytime. Whenever we need it. Yeah, and of course, always. Field agent works in person. And then like immediately followed by like a slightly too close like zoom in of him like just like walking out of the office in his uniform, kind of being like ambushed, like what, and like oh, uh oh yeah, right, and yeah, I don't I what are we supposed to like do this, come on, let's go uh and then like just a little like there's clearly some kind of fantastic, complex disconnect, miscommunication. But it's fine. It's James Laverne, field agent.
The camera just holds on your finger guns for a little too long.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, is he gonna say anything? Oh, okay.
Okay,
No.
all right.
Right. And
Um,
so then we get a shot of the zoo, and who's next?
I can go. I think there's an extended scene looking into something before the interview of fairly short, maybe about 5'5", quite slight young man. He's got like quite floofy dark hair, wears really unassuming, simple clothing, all of softer fabrics because harsh fabrics are the bad touch on the skin. And one of those people that like is actually almost obnoxiously pretty but does not carry themselves as such, and certainly was never seen as such when at school. um and eventually he'll kind of like look up at the camera and realize that the camera's been on him for a while, with like at least 4 or 5 books open with 2 journals that the notes are being taken from. And then it cuts to the camera where he's like a little shorter because they haven't adjusted the camera, but is shorter than the 2 that we've seen already. So I'm like, just like shoulders up. um um my name is Noah Forsyth, and I am the librarian for this particular chapter. Mostly, I deal with the research, but also categorizing. There are, of course, countless types of creatures that we have to identify, but mainly we seem to be dealing with ghosts recently. I don't know if it's because, we've been given a reputation, but, you have the interactive personalities and ectoplasms or ectomists, I guess. Poltergeists, they're noisy spirits, maybe floating orbs. Funnel ghosts are very interesting because they're cold spots and it just like it just seems to go on for a little while. So yeah, I'm often wheeled out into the field merely to give information to people. And then there's just like the camera waits and he just sits there staring at the camera, looking very uncomfortable before it moves on.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool. And then again, we have another couple of campus shots. We have a shot of the river, and then we will head over to our final inspector, Brad.
So Brad, who's been clearly dodging this interview, got ambushed while he's beneath the decks connecting something. I'm Brad. I'm the temp as he's connecting computers up. The tech agency, I told them I didn't trust anything more than a wireless router. And so they sent me here to deal with Ghost. Which obviously I don't believe in. But if I don't trust anything more complicated than a wireless printer, and I don't believe in Ghost, but it pays the bills, perfect guy for this, right? Great. Yeah, now it's my problem.
Excellent. And I think then we have a beautiful drone shot of the campus, zeroing in closer to the building where just on the edge where the inspectors are housed, and you have across the screen, slightly off center, Inspectors, U Pen underneath it. And we begin. One thing I am going to mention, just as a reminder one more time, about the confessional mechanic. The way that I run this game, you can talk to the camera whenever you like, but if you want to use that as the one confessional one that everyone gets per scene, let me know, and that will bend reality accordingly. If you want to do that. Let's see, we've already set up our franchise dice. We've set up pretty much most of it, so we're going to get into the assignment of the mission. So this is the first part. I think that it is late afternoon, and your supervisor, Bill Murphy, has been in his office, just kind of. He seems to be going back and forth with someone on something. At the desk, Tiffany Allen, who is a marketing major and terribly bored today, but at the same time just basically trying to get everything in order because she's very ready to leave. She's like just seconds before she has to go. But then there comes a point where is there anyone in the sort of the main office area right now?
Yes. Cliff is there with a thing of raisins, just eating it like some sort of rabid raccoon. Going through like other help wanted ads.
You can see through the glass that Bill has slammed the phone down and is just staring at it for a moment, and he'll sort of turn and he'll come over and sort of shake his head, and he'll sort of stiffly he comes over and just kind of will lean out the door. He's an older fellow. He's probably like in his could be 50s ish, and he has a mighty mustache, as he and he just but he's very he has that thing where it's like he tries to maintain everything is sort of well coiffed and ironed, but it never works out. Never quite works out. But he leans out the door, and just sort of looks around, sees you, and says, Cliff, could you assemble folks? We've got there's a thing that needs to be looked into tonight.
Oh, we got a job.
You
Sure,
know,
sure, boss.
we need to look into it. Yeah. And you very briefly you see Tiffany slowly rising from the desk, and you hear him call out, "No!" She slowly, somberly rises, so slowly sinks back down to the desk.
I like to think that there is Tiffany refuses to use the call button that is on the desk that immediately calls all members. So Cliff, scarfing down yet another thing of raisins, just like brushes over the desk, hits the big red button.
She just,
I think then
like, shakes her head.
up to like an arbitrary amount of time passing, and like visibly like out of breath, and like still like buttoning and still like zipping up like part of his uniform. Like James, like what? Like my shift doesn't start for like another like 45. What's going on
Got a job.
now?
Yeah?
What?
It-
Practice tonight.
Bill's in a mood. He's got blue on him, and he hasn't noticed yet. So this is obviously a job. I'd like to use a confession.
Okay. First scene right out the gate. All right.
This should have been a milk run. This should have been easy peasy, lemon squeezy, maybe a little bit of verbal finessing of the client. It like, again, it was just, a little old lady who works for the university. Should have been, maybe something with the pipes. Wasn't the pipes. And that's where it just cuts.
Man, it's better be quick.
Again, he's in a mood. It's obvious, like, Tiffany's still here. We gotta get this one done.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tiffany. Nice Thursday.
And
She just shrugs and just continues doing something on with the notebook that she has open in front of her. She's actually, if anyone who looks closely enough sees that she's actually doing some kind of marketing planning homework, where she's trying to draw an ad for something that some type of toast.
By this time, I think I had taken the tram over.
Tiff, I thought you were dating somebody in visual arts, so they would do that.
If he does it, it doesn't count.
Yeah, okay. And I think at that point, it's just him walking through that like narrow corridor that we have, because we're in a strip mall, and every strip mall office has that narrow corridor. And like we pass by the door that clearly marks restrooms, but the sign is half cocked as the adhesive on it is slowly coming undone. The white balance for the camera is going off because of the fluorescent lighting, and
Yeah.
then there's just this very hard
like
transition
Yeah.
to, again, plain white doors. We have like the white frames that were overpainted with the semi-gloss, and then we actually see the door, and it's like they tore the door off of an old church and installed it, and there's a big like poster board sign Knock. Archivist is working. And there's just shave and the haircut. 2 bits. No, Noah, we've got a job.
Oh, the sort that involves me.
Bill has blue on him.
Okay, just yep. I'll be yep. Just two. And there's like scuffling and a couple thumping, and you can hear papers moving, and then eventually it opens up the door. Still has like a pencil behind his ear. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
So we get we get everyone assembled, and there's this it's this tiny little sort of room that I think is might be used as like a conference room. There's a there's the coffee the coffee machine is there. And clearly the centerpiece of this room. You all actually already have mugs set out for you at places around the table.
That's how we know it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the mugs are preset, that's how we know it's bad.
Yeah.
I just
And
look at
there
it and
is a-
shake my head like, oh no.
There is a plate of small croissants also on the table, and as you look at them, you realize that they have been they have been toasted lightly.
Cliff
God,
sees
he's
the
bribing us.
croissants, almost lets out a scream, stifles it. There's just this panic look into the camera. And then there's this tight zoom on the croissants.
They,
And then the camera like whirls over to like James, who like sighs, like just like with like audible pain. And then he grabs a croissant.
yeah,
We have to eat them out of respect because we're being
Yeah.
bribed and we have to not know what's
Yes.
going on.
yes. The croissants sit there menacingly.
Mhm.
So so the from the doorway you'll hear oh good you're here, and you'll see again Tiffany will be ushered into the room, and we'll sit down at sort of the corner at the corner, and just terribly uninterested but going ahead and doing her job, because she has to do the job. That's the thing. So Bill will come in, he will close the door behind him, and he says, well, folks, we have an issue that, quite honestly, I should have realized was probably going to be coming up, because this is a thing that that does come in every, around this time of year. But because they moved up some of the midterms, I think this is why it's hitting just a little bit early. So, over at the university. Is anyone here familiar with Taylor Hamblin, pre-law student? Is supposed to be a senior this year. No.
That the like Hamblin's what was it? Hamblin's no, Hamblin's there was something with a house party, right?
Uh, yeah, possibly. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, no,
I
yes,
think the
that's
camera like pans over Noah and there's like a biggest eye roll ever at that.
actually, yeah, yeah, the Hamblin house, his where his parents and his extended family have had sponsored one of the student residence buildings, and that is the site where a rather large number of unfortunate parties have been taking place. Um, that's not what we're talking about today, though. But yes.
Okay. So we're not going to the brick building that definitely has the poltergasm problem.
No, no. Thankfully, not that one. But so Taylor
And
is. Go ahead.
I'd like to, yeah, like immediately go to uh a confessional as like James just kind of like looks dead to the camera, like it's just I don't I don't know why they keep reporting it. It's just people are just having they're just they just bang in there a whole lot. It's like a whole lot. It's it's pretty gross. But I
So, um, so well, no. Around this, so here's the situation. It's usually around the little further past the midpoint of the semester that this happens. So it's usually after midterms. It's usually every semester. He tries to summon something. To because he has to write a makeup paper to try to deal with the fact that he did not study for midterms. So they moved up one of his midterms, so that's probably why it's happened. So he's rarely been successful. I think last year it was a demon. The year before that, it was some sort of fey creature he tried to summon, but didn't manage that. The year before, a couple of years ago, he did manage a lamia, and that was unfortunate. But did help with the history department a little bit. But
there's a hard look from Cliff to Noah at the mention of Lamia, because Cliff clearly does not know what that is and is trying to gauge from Noah if that is like, is that big Twinkie bad, or is that more like small problem bad?
Damon. It's yeah. I just do like a what has he summoned now?
well, we don't exactly know. I also just want to say we got a $10 donation from Spider Queen. Thank you very much. Yay.
Thank you.
But yes, the he says, but so here's the thing that we're pretty sure that he tried something because so he was at there was a wedding over at the Grand Ballroom, Philadelphia. It's just a little bit off campus, over in the over in the square there in First District Plaza.
Burnt coffee, really good coffee cake.
Yeah, and so he was. Once again, it was some of his incredibly huge extended family. Someone was there, so he was apparently at that, and now we're getting reports that there is that one of the ballrooms there is periodically periodically shaking. They're hearing music when there's no music when there's no music on. No one's there to play. So we think he did something over there.
are we then are we sure he didn't just lend the keys to Alpha Chi Alpha? Because I mean, they would.
Yeah, you would think. But there have already been inquiries in that direction, and thus far, they're you know, it's not looking like there's evidence of that.
Wait, Alpha Chi Alpha, those were the ones that sacrificed the goat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they just ate it.
Yeah, I think it was just like the worst case of the munchies.
They tried to sacrifice a goat, as I recall.
Hmm.
Right, the goat got loose.
Yes, that was part of the problem, and gained the ability to fly. That was not good.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that because the poo went everywhere, right?
The
It just
Yeah,
all over
yeah,
people's
yeah,
heads.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Goat possession is not a fun time.
No.
Mm. I mean, they're already basically little demons, so
I thought that was cats.
both are too well. Different categories of demons. That's not the type that eats children, thankfully. So that's the Lamia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like pulls out like an overly worn like yellow notepad, just scribbles down Lamia eats children.
Okay, so we have a shaking ballroom and music
Yes.
where there shouldn't be music playing. Okay. I
Yes.
mean, that could just be a poltergeist, so maybe it'd be fairly easy to contain, right?
I'm guessing there's more as he then finally
Eventually.
concedes to grab a pastry and then leans solemnly back with the coffee and pastry in the chair, waiting for the other shoe to drop.
I'm gonna pick up a tea, like one of the little plates that is sat there that nobody tends to use for their pastries, and like hold it out and make a point of holding it under your pastry. Your
Oh.
crumbs stress me out.
Well, yeah, well, possibly. See, the thing is that there have been sightings of something. They're not sure. No one's clear on whether they saw a thing or not. But it's like a shadow of something, and one of the folks did say that they thought the shadow had horns.
Okay. Now looking over at James. Bill, did they have a measurement on the horns? Dollar bill sized or bigger than dollar bill sized?
Well, they couldn't tell exactly because of the distortion. You see a shadow being cast the way that it does, the way that it fell. But not, the reports didn't state that it, so they couldn't really tell easily. Just that they saw a couple of these, what they thought were a couple of prongs sticking up from the head.
Oh.
I'll be right back. I'll make sure to look and see how our field med kit is doing.
Yeah.
Is there aspirin in there? Because I think we're gonna need it.
Like quickly under his breath, you know we can't afford aspirin right now.
Shadow with horns, music, shaking ballroom. Has succeeded in allowing me before. Was there any other witness accounts so far?
Nope. At this point, we've just had just one of the site custodian over there. Pretty much is all that's been there since the weekend. In that area, it seems thus far just contained to the site of the Grand Ballroom. Thankfully, none of the medical facilities immediately around it seem to have been encountering anything. But it's kind of important that if this, whatever it is, that it gets contained quickly.
Yeah. Containment. I just look around the table and be like, I'll go get on this, and fully fill up my coffee mug and then skitter off towards the
Yeah, we have
archives.
and let's see, do we Do we need? Do they want us on? Do they want us? Do they want somebody on site ASAP?
Yes, it would be a very good idea if we can get somebody on site as soon as we can.
Fantastic. And is there any chance they didn't request somebody by name?
They requested our field agent.
And with that, he just he just grabs his coffee.
Coming
On
back
my way.
with what looks like a very well worn first aid kit you would find in a Range Rover. Definitely depleted. Uh, Good news. We still have ace bandages, some of the old Flintstone bandages, and some surgical tubing.
Okay. So that again for equipment, that's a fairly common thing, and so that you can have without rolling, unless you want it, unless you want a chance of it being spectacular or defective.
No. We are going with at least. I might be able to use this for scrapes, and in a very bizarre and awful situation, a tourniquet.
Hmm. I think the camera's on me in the library, like stacking some books, and then I go into my bag to take an aspirin, and then they see me taking aspirin that I have in my bag, and I'm like, gather up my books. Now might be a time if I probably have things relating more to my field specialty. For equipment, right?
Yes, we are gearing up. We're in the gearing up phase,
Yeah.
and so now folks can just tell me what manner of things you would like to have, and we will talk about them.
Okay.
And Emma, of course, gets a free amazing item, which we will go into more detail about.
Yay.
I already know Cliff's standard loadout is the heavy mag light, just in case I have to hit something. The one good clipboard in the office. 3 ballpoint pens. His personal flip phone. And considering what was described, a painter's jumpsuit.
Yep. I think there's a few things. So definitely I'm bringing books that from what we've given, I've cross-referenced in my head what we do have information on with things that it definitely isn't, the definitely could be, and then the middle ground. And I've picked out a few books to stack into my bag. And then I also, maybe for my, I don't know if I have to roll for the special one that I'm getting, but I feel like that there's some type of containment jar that I have, but you have to say the inscription in Latin, and I'm the only one that pronounces it properly.
Ah. Okay. Would you like the magical containment jar to be your free amazing
Yeah,
piece
I
of
feel
equipment?
like that would be. Yeah, I feel like that'd be
Okay,
fun.
then you do not have to roll for that one.
Okay.
You have
Would I
a
have to roll to
functional
see how-
magical containment jar.
Yeah, what our library availability is, my books.
So, well, what kind of book? Well, what sort of? We could count cluster of additional books as its own item. So yeah, go ahead and hit the equipment roll, and we'll see what you get.
What do I put in for number of dice?
What's your tech?
My
tech
tech is
score?
3.
So 3.
Wonderful.
Okay, so you actually got
experimental. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, number 5, hard to get or experimental.
Yeah, so not quite completely like supernatural or sci-fi, but on the cusp, perhaps.
Yeah.
So you have you have a damn good number of books for this. What kind of thing are we looking for here?
I think I definitely have something that claimed to be a grimoire of some kind of a magic user. Whether it's real or not, we're not sure. But a lot of the stuff in there has been incredibly useful. I have another one that is on the categorization of the different types of specters, ghosts, spirits, demons, basically my encyclopedia.
Oh,
Um,
the Tobin Spirit Guide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Tobin
Yeah, so you
Spirit Guide.
pull that out from under
Yeah.
the what the thing that's been using it as a stand,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it is functional.
Yeah. So yeah, I have some pretty rare books, and a lot of them are written in a few complicated languages, but thankfully I am a librarian. That's even my tag. I'm
Yes.
I'm a librarian. Like the actual phrase.
Ah, good, excellent.
Yeah. Shout out to my girl. Evie O'Connell. So I'm able to read some of the things that are in there. That's maybe what makes it a little hard to get.
Yeah, yeah. So these are rare books in good enough condition, and normally most books, I think, most copies of these books are probably have not been taken care of quite as well, and so it's difficult to. Sometimes they're falling apart, or you don't have the
Yeah.
whole book. In this case, you actually have these practically nigh antiquarian tomes.
Yeah. There's probably a little scene where they ask me about the general setup of this room because it's clearly in flux since I got here and joined. Because Bill insisted on not only me joining, but like he's never letting me go. I was like, the conditions in here are terrible for these books, the amount of artificial lighting in here. And like, so I sit and I speak to the camera person about like the levels of lighting and how we've got lamps now instead of the overhead. And I've changed this and we don't put heat in here. And I just, they're like, I'm sure someone
Nice,
will find this interesting. And they just film me talking about really boring stuff. But I come out with
excellent,
my backpack full of books and my jar is inside of it as well.
excellent. Um, does anyone else have any equipment they want to gather?
Yeah, I'd like a laptop and a phone, stuff for interfacing with tech.
Okay.
And I like them to be just average. So with my 4 in tech score, I'd like to just take a 4.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, those are, yeah, just bog standard. I mean, you're able to get those. That's easy.
And possibly lockpicking tools. That's with tech.
Okay, lock picking tools. Um, how? So I'm gonna ask. Do we want like a chance of getting really good lock picking tools, or do you want just the kind of thing you can go down to the hardware store and get?
I'm of the opinion most locks. This is a Master Lock 5e. You can open it with a Master Lock 5e. That
So
most
what I'm
locks
go-
open by forcing them open percussion, and if you need just average tools, you're working with a more advanced lock.
So just to be clear, I'm not familiar with what with that particular brand. So
Well,
Master.
yeah.
both the sad thing is most remote locks and door locks are if you have a rake pick and something to torsion with, you can pick the lock. Locks are
Okay.
more. Do you have any idea of what you're doing? Yes, you can get in. Do you not know what you're doing? Then you can't get in. That's how locks work. They are a deterrent for people who do not
Right.
know what they're doing.
So like, is this something that would be difficult to acquire? This master lock that we're talking
Well,
about.
no, just simple lock
The
picking tools. He's making a
simple
joke.
lock picking tools. Okay,
'Cause-
so you're just getting simple lock picking tools that it's
Yeah.
okay.
Like
Yeah, no, that's
probably-
fine.
A rotary lock would be more harder to acquire.
Okay. So something
but-
a lock pick that can do a rotary lock is what you're saying that can defeat
It
a.
would be harder to acquire, but that's not what
Yeah.
I'm asking for.
Okay, yeah, no. If this is like, something you could pick up at say like a hardware store or something like that, yeah, you're fine. I don't think that'd be a problem. Doesn't this is not as long as it's not like something that's hideously expensive, that kind of thing, Um, so yeah, you're good. Any other pieces of equipment we want to go for?
Does James have a
Yeah, I
weapon?
think. Oh,
Does James have a
think okay.
weapon?
I think it might
Um,
be wise between the four of us to carry at least one super soaker.
yeah, and then yeah, and I think with that in mind, like we pull in like to the back of the field agent's head is like, all right, so yeah, gotta get the standard based on and like holds up a hand like yeah, based on what we know. So we've got a spot like definitely a zoomed entity, physical or possibly the real ethereal.
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 Yeah, like that, and like that. That's like from like behind the camera, like
Yeah.
they like being directed. Yeah, yeah, that, yeah. And that means we need. Did I get the super soaker? Is that? Did we load this? Shakes it. There's liquid in here, and basically, I would like to like just kind of like roll like determine like yeah, is that liquid is in what liquid is in there? Is
Ah,
it?
okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
if you would like the chance at special liquid, go ahead and make an equipment roll. Number of dice is equal to your attack score.
All right. So
Special
that'd
liquid
be a
in a super
2.
soaker.
Ah, excellent.
Yes.
So defective. So the super soaker is fine. It's the liquid inside that's defective. So there is what appears to be some kind of special. You think it might be blessed oil in there? It's not clear as to what, but there is a substance in there that you seem to vaguely remember someone saying was supposed to be blessed oil.
Well, yeah, this should be the blessed oil. That's it's probably fine. And like he like puts that in, like straps it up, and of course make sure that it's not going to drip. You always. And then
It,
we need, of course, detectors, EMF. Like reaches up, like grab something off the shelf. Just in case we need. What's that other detector? And
It's
take
called
a
a thermometer.
I'd like to think that
yeah.
you like very much the office style when you were like, this should be fine. It just pans into Noah's face frowning and going,
Yeah, and then
notices
like
camera, just moves away.
yeah, like
So
back and forth, like to everybody's reaction as he is just like grabbing things. Like, yeah, I'm like yeah. The monitor and let's see. Oh,
um,
and crowbar, and then like there's like a brief disclaimer, like from inspectors, crowbar not part of standard field agent kit. As he like just puts that, and then like immediately back to him like crowbar, very important. Uh,
so
and
I am going to ask you to roll for the EMF
absolutely. So
EMF
that'd be
detector.
another equipment.
Yeah.
2 dice.
Oh my God. Okay. So you have an Ultratech item when you pull down this EMF detector. Um, so it is capable of finding things across here and perhaps also to a certain extent the netherworld.
Why am I
Incredible.
picturing that he is up there? This entire section is dusty, and somehow his hand slips past the actual EMF meter, and he immediately grabs like the Ghostbuster EMF meter, like the old like the prongs off the
The
sides.
PKE,
Mm-hmm.
the the
Yeah,
psychokinetic
Right.
energy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, like he looks at it, it's like he like it kind of squints, like, oh man, you might need to get this replaced, but whatever. Use what you got.
It's also got a little monitor on it. It shows you and it pings things.
Mm-hmm. And
And
a retro model.
yeah.
it's like
seeing
made in the '80s or something. Huh. Uh,
seeing James check the super soaker and visibly cringing, he's going to go. Brad's going to go and get a canteen of water, of spicy water.
Hmm.
When you say spicy water, are we referring to alcohol, or are we just referring to water with spices in it?
We're referring to water with possibly holy spices in it.
Ah, okay. Then in that case, I need you to make an equipment roll.
Yes.
Accidentally picks up the unholy water.
The unholiest of waters.
Yeah.
It
Where
was,
is my
yeah,
roll?
Why
Funny.
do we even have this?
It's called sparkling water. That's what it is. That is unholy.
Yes.
well,
La Croix? Is that what we
well,
have?
it's
San Pellegrino.
part of the
It has to.
one of the
yeah.
optional packages. They can order fluid cleanup, and
It has to come
priest
from
has a good
Vatican
time for
City.
disposal.
Otherwise, it's Otherwise, it's just sparkling praise. Yeah. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, you just hit the equipment roll and then put in the number of tech dice you have.
Marco isn't working just a second.
Yeah.
Technology.
You have it in the.
You have the key. Oh, there. Now it pops up.
Let me see. Ah, there we go.
Hey!
Good God. Okay. Yes, you have a canteen full of actual holy water. That has supernatural
Got
effects.
3 6s.
It looks like it is. Yes.
Incredible.
That
That bodes
is-
well. 666. Let's go.
That is unfortunately holy water.
Yeah.
let's listen. Sometimes you can make dubious deals for items that some devils might find distressing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I hope it's something satanic that we're fighting, because if it's an angel, we're screwed.
Maybe
Anything
the
else anyone
666
wants?
is it is on holy war.
It could be. Anything else we want to grab?
No, I just want to make a phone call before we leave.
Okay.
Mom, I love you. Bye.
Um, the list of contacts, like, there's some names and then there's just like descriptions in the flip phone, and summonable / horns is the contact.
Hmm.
And I would like to actually make a contact roll and see about describing this entity and maybe getting some.
Oh, so just to be clear, you're trying to call a summonable creature on the phone.
Well, no,
Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm trying to contact an expert in summonable creatures that are of the horny variety.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right.
Because
Like-
Cliff doesn't really do this, but he's really good at making friends.
I think I have an idea for what one might be, but
Noah
we'll
just
see.
scowls, taking offense to this.
Well, you have the university chaplain potentially you can try to contact, and then
No,
you also
Chaplain
have
is angels, all caps, 3
Angels, all caps?
exclamation exclamation
All right.
marks.
All right. So then go ahead then, and we're going to see if you can contact somebody.
Well, I got a 6. So
Okay.
describe the result and gain 2 mission tokens.
Okay, so we are entering the mission phase. We're going to start out at about, and we will adjust this number as needed for time. We'll say, since we're getting right into it at this point, I'm going to say 12 tokens, and we will make an adjustment as necessary. So you're able to reach someone who is able to give you something amazing to start out with here. What do you get?
Yeah. Like I love like get kind of like almost like a shaky cam as like clips on the phone in the van. Hi, Katie, it's Cliff. I I am so glad that the rash cleared up. Um, so yeah, I'm on a job. Yes, I'm still with inspectors. Yes, it is that kind of job. That I understand. I am sorry about the rose bush. But uh, somebody summoned something that definitely has horns. Um, Shadow, we do not know if it is corporeal or ethereal or in a transition phase. Um, we do know that it likes to have music from nowhere, and can shake a building. Um, so, in your experience with, you know, communing with such entities, could you give me a ballpark of what we're dealing with? Yes, this was some student trying to, fix their academic problems. Yes. Uh, no, no, I do not think this is about sexy times. Oh, okay, okay, cool. Um, that sounds less cool. Okay, uh, I are you certain? Okay, so you're telling me it's a 50-50? Got it. Uh, thank you. But bye. Just like pants to the camera. Okay, so it's either Faye, in which case, need to get cold iron from somewhere, um, or this is demonic in nature. I am hoping it is just Mr. Tumnus and we need to get a horseshoe. Because
We have
we're running out of the jumpsuit budget. And blood is harder to clean than you think it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there, he says in the tone of somebody who genuinely believes that statement. Uh, but uh, okay, yeah, he said, Mayor, demon, Mayor. Do are we up to date on the rules, like the rules with Faye? Because I know there's something with deals. But God, he didn't make a deal, did he?
It, I don't know. I all I know is they might ask for your name. Do not give it to them. Um, they are tricksy. They're kind of my people. Um, in that, like, they always want something more, and they're very good at getting it.
We
Um,
see like the camera like soft focuses you guys and we just see Noah sitting in the van behind you guys with a big scarf and a beanie hat on top of like with my jumpsuit on again rolling my eyes at you guys.
um, but also many times they can either be incredibly disturbing in appearance or the unfortunately sexy kind.
And we're sure it's not Alpha Chi Alpha.
I, only because the music is clearly coming from nowhere. If it was just something was being piped in, 70-30, it's Alpha Chi Alpha. But because of that one qualification, and Bill had blue on him, and the the pastries were toasted, I don't think it's Alpha Chi Alpha.
I uh I will have to I think I might have to just figure something out on site because I don't what the heck is I there's no way this crowbar is made of cold iron. This can't be.
I mean, if we're in a dire situation, I can call my parole officer.
We should still be able to
Again?
seal it in the jar, regardless
She
of what it is.
works at a horse farm.
If it works, I guess. Okay, okay. But yeah, 15 minutes. Do we need to stop by for anything?
No, I think if I remember this place correctly, the kitchen is always stocked.
All right. All right.
We're in a time crunch with this one. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just, uh, and like you see him like start to like fiddle like okay, gotta make sure the name tag's on. Everybody always wants to see the name tag. Some reason I don't know. And then like the camera like very like awkwardly like zooms in like as it finally like settles in like off center James Laverne field agent. There's like a little music sting like that matters.
Um, can I kind of want to have my phone out and doing a deep dive of a different type of research where I am going into social media posts and pinging into, I imagine all of the different like group texts that you can be in with different organizations, in fact, as in like, you know, cliques and all the clubs. I've joined all of them. With a like, sort of burner account so that nobody knows that it's me, and basically I just hop into them to see what people are talking about. I want to discover what type of music people have been saying they've heard, if I can.
Oh, I see.
So I'm
That
just
actually you're not going to need to roll for,
okay.
because here's it varies.
Hmm.
Um, some people have said that they have heard, sort of like sort of the slow Lawrence Welk type music, and some have heard that they hear something that's more a little bit more like. Occasionally, one person reported they thought they were heard swing music, and then a final person heard no, it's mostly just blaring disco.
So I've got like I'm slowly categorizing things in my notebook. Um, and I'm probably because those two are sitting up front having their chit chats about things, I'm gonna lean over to Brad and be like, I am pretty sure we may be dealing with a demon of the shadow variety. Um, they tend to feed on fear and despair, and if disco and swing as a category, I feel like those emotions are quite prevalent in both. So
In general, it seems to the styles seem to range from the 30s to the 70s,
yeah,
typically.
yeah, yeah. Um, could be wrong, but that's just working theory right now.
I hearing only part of that
Hmm.
conversation, Cliff goes, okay, so the quick test in that case is to see if any of us hear anything by the Rolling Stones.
Possibly that or Dolly Parton.
Well, if it's Dolly or the Stones, it's definitely a game.
Yeah. Okay. Um, and I'm just yeah, I'll be sitting in the back seat. I'd like to think that my section of the back of this van has like one of the foldable down tables that we've installed, so that I can leave books on it and just be sitting working while we move.
Excellent. Okay, so we need to talk about this van for a moment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, who's driving? Ah,
James.
excellent. James, I need you to make a one die stress roll, please, as you're making your way there through traffic. As
All
classes are
right.
getting out, it's not far, but classes are getting out and you're having to, maneuver through it. Oh my God. Too cool for school. You gain a point of cool and suffer no real stress. Okay, please note that you have 1 point of cool.
I got it.
These dice
So
are liking us
you have
tonight.
one cool die. That is the thing that you can cash in to use as a die, or you can hold on to it, and whenever you make a stress roll, you can ignore the lowest stress die, which is
Okay.
generally the best way to use it, but up to you. If you need to burn it, you can burn it.
But yeah, okay, yeah, we know. We got out in time. Uh, been around this school for years. I understand, like, yeah, at about this time of year, this time of year, this time of day. That means this is the upper level English classes and some of the mid-level science courses letting out. That means we want to go by the basketball courts because there's going to be less traffic there, and most of it will be going the other way. So it'll be slow but nice and smooth and steady.
Yeah. And so you actually managed to make it to the building. It's not the sun hasn't quite set yet. It's still but it's you're getting into early evening at this point. But it's still you make it easily, and more importantly, you find a place to park, which around there is not the easiest thing to do. There is a lot, but it's often full, often hard to get into. I actually, well, let me. I have a handout. I can let me make visible to those of you currently playing. That I just took a snapshot with Google Maps, so you can
Oh,
see
I
kind of what we're
see.
talking about around First District Plaza. So you see, there's a parking lot just across the street. You can hit, or there any other places you can park. That you can also there is street parking, as you can see. But you're able to find a parking space pretty quickly and easily, and it's not too much trouble, and you don't get stressed out by it. So you've got this. An air of confidence comes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe this will
As
be
you,
fine. Maybe it is in fact just Alpha Chi Alpha really going above and
yeah, it's
beyond.
probably
We're all
fine.
good. We're all good.
Were you going to take a detour to pick up something else? I forget. Okay,
Nah, it didn't seem like anybody wanted anything. We're
you're
good. We're good.
good. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
be fine. I think everything will be fine.
Yeah.
So you are, you see sort of ahead of you this building. It is a sort of most of these buildings, it's brown brick type, sort of reddish brown brick. There's the building itself actually does have a parking garage underneath, mostly for folks going to the medical facilities. So you could do that if you prefer. Um, but you have this you have this place before you, and depending on where you go into the entrance, you either go to the medical facility or you go to the grand ballroom, which is presumably where you're headed.
Yep. Into the grand ballroom.
All right. You're going to enter, and I actually think I have. Let me see if I have for you also, because I was going to put this in the place. I actually have a map of the sort of a floor plan for the grand ballroom that I'm gonna just show to all players, um, and I'm gonna drag it down into the handouts also, so that you have it down there with the other maps. Um, so it should be there in the handouts now. It basically shows you that you've got a pre-function area, which is where you enter the building, which is where that's big wide hallways with sort of little tables, and sort of sometimes they'll have like there are like little outside mini bar type things that are not stocked currently. It's just basically, because there are no events happening right now, but sort of little areas like that, and just places to wait and hang out, sort of comfy furniture out here, prior to the function, whatever it is that is happening. You'll be greeted by the custodian. This is an older gentleman in the standard custodian's overalls, and you can see he's got a large ring of keys. He's kind of letting you into the area, and he sees he's gonna see James, and it's like, ah, inspectors, good, glad you could make it.
Yes, the field agent. Let's let's walk it. Let's yeah. What's this? And then like there's like a quick like flash to like James like awkwardly like flipping through like little like cue cards of like the standard like script. Yeah. Then like back. Of course, let's walk us through this is systems, of course. Walk us through the any debris, any effluvia, uh as well as incident locations. We're talking reported sounds, sightings,
Yeah.
visions.
Yeah. No, certainly. Well, just from what we can tell, it's just every now and then, uh, from folks, and luckily we don't. But now we are luckily we haven't had anything this week, but we've got another wedding coming in the weekend, so we've got to get this taken care of as soon as possible. Um, there's so it's when you step into when you step into sort of it's in Salon C, that the smaller one that over here. You should probably it doesn't always happen, so you got to kind of catch it, and kind of goes over, um, and uh, and you'll see it's got these sort of big heavy doors, that I'm going to say sort of big these big sort of metal doors, um, and so it's a certain thing. It's not constant, and so he's making sure that he's already unlocked the doors to all the doors in here. He doesn't know where you're going to need to go, but primarily he was thinking Salon C, which again is the smallest of these. Um, but it's about for folks who can do this math, who can visualize this in their heads, it's about 2,900 square feet. Unfortunately, I can't visualize that in my head, but I'm going to assume that that's somewhere in the neighborhood of a high school gym, um,
It's about a
as
small
far as
theater.
size goes. Yeah, yeah. So you're going to kind of step in to this room. It's so you've got carpet leading up to dance floor. And this is a room, there is no separate stage, I think, in this room because this is too small. Um, but sort of you step in and everything looks kind of normal. There are a few tables that are here with sort of draped with the cloths over them. They're sort of more onto one side. You have sort of the open dance floor. You have the sort of globe, a couple of some globe lights hanging from the ceiling, um, and which it's dark initially. He turns the light on, and who's in front?
Think James. I think James.
Okay. There's like a moment just before he turns the lights on that you almost hear a snatch of something. It's like, yeah, but he turns the lights on and it looks perfectly normal. Um, and are you folks entering? Is that what we have happening?
Uh,
Yeah.
What's going on?
yeah. James gonna go in, but like as he's doing it, like there's like a like the camera like kind of like quickly like zooms in as like kind of separate from everybody else. His head just like suddenly cocks to the side. Huh? Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, sir. Um,
Yes, yeah.
what was the last song that you heard being played?
Uh, and sort of he has to think his way through. Um, as he's kind of thinking about. Um, as there was a slow version of Riders in the Sky, I think.
And I'm just gonna immediately look at Cliff and be like, okay, well, thank you. That is very useful. Has there been any damage to the structure with the shaking?
Well, a little bit. You can see some cracks over on the north wall there. he says, pointing to the interior wall. And you can see, yeah, there are a few cracks running from the ceiling down.
Okay.
Any crawl spaces nearby?
Oh yeah. That's how this thing was built. You've got them underneath and above.
Are those unlocked?
Oh yeah, I can take care of that. Yeah, certainly. He's going to go
It's not
out to.
common, but we may need access.
All right, and he's going to go out and he's going to start unlocking crawl spaces.
I wonder, can the cracks, are they the sort that, like, imagine there had been an earthquake and you just see the general structural damage that seems to be fairly, spread out? Or does it look like there's a focused area where the cracks have emerged from?
It's sort of like it is slightly more focused than an earthquake type thing would be. It's still, it looks like it could easily be mistaken for natural cracks that are there because it's like when an aging house is on a hill, and you know that the hill is gradually losing um, substance,
Mm-hmm.
as it were,
Mm-hmm.
and is going to continue to do so for the next several hundred years.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in about it's like if this was it's like this would it's like, oh, this house is going to be in trouble in a few centuries,
Yeah.
basically is what it sort of would look like. But it's weird just because this building shouldn't be getting that.
No. I'm about to start wandering over to where the cracks are, and then I'll stop and turn around and go to James and, like, tap my hand on your chest and be like, "The device? Do you want to use the where the cracks are?"
Oh, yeah.
I'd use it, but I'm not the field agent, and I give you a little sassy look before turning around and smirking to myself as I walk off.
And like there's he looks back and like there's like a little bit of like shooting like did he just whatever. And and
Oh,
then like he starts like scanning it like
okay. I need you to please make a tech roll for me.
Nice.
okay. That'll be
I'm
well,
just
that'd be a
walk.
skill roll, I think, in this case.
Yep, it's a yeah, technology roll. Ooh,
This
amazing.
thing really is amazing.
Where?
So you're going to
Look at all
find something
this.
amazing. As a result, you're going to gain 2 mission tokens.
Nice.
So what amazing thing do you find out from scanning?
Uh, all right. And then like reading like, oh, this is a lot. This is only yeah. This had to take place. You said like and like yeah. Do we have what was the time period that it was supposed to take place in? This had to happen
30s
about
to 70s of the music.
yeah. And says it's a sign of yeah displeasure when how does this thing know that? Yeah, it says this is based on depending if it's either demonic or a fey, this can only occur when terms of a deal have not been met by the summoner, as in it's scrolls. That, 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 that- as in early as an early warning. And sounds like we've got 36 hours. How does this thing know that?
So it still
Like
says demon
1987.
or fae, and I'm gonna pull out the book and start flipping
Uh,
through it.
while that's
So,
going, like Cliff has his notepad and has been taking notes, going, okay, so we have the stand like he's making notations of everything that's going to be on the bill. So field agent summon. This was requested to be done um, quickly, so there's a rush fee. Um, would you say that is Noah, James, is that a temporal distortion or is that a dimensional distortion?
Let's see here. And like then like you see him like scrolling across like this thing that's just like like actively revealing just all of these fantastically useful documentation functions. Says this is a facial facial distortion.
Okay.
Uh Not yeah, physical spatial distortion. So that
Okay.
yeah, they are
Makes
going to
sense
need to
with the
have somebody come
shaking.
out to repair this.
So
Uh,
Dimensional distortion, integration, and possible removal and disposal.
Plus, we
as
may be negotiating a
mhm.
contract if that is to be believed. So maybe
Oh, hostile
contract
negotiation
negotiations. Yeah.
As you are, who is closest to the to the cracks right now? Who's looking?
I might be
yeah,
taking some
Yeah,
notes.
yeah, that's
it's
true.
fine.
Noah
Fairly
is taking
opportune to do this.
notes
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
this thing. Okay, you will see
Drawing
as
them.
you look up, the cracks noticeably. You hear and see them go further down.
I
So
lean
that
in.
they come down to closer to eye level. And you hear this sort of humming of some kind from beyond as you feel a vibration. And I'm going to need you to make a 2-die stress roll for me, please.
Hee hee.
Stressed. You're going to lose a die from an appropriate skill. You get to pick the skill.
Cool.
And let me know what how you react.
Um, you can't go lower than a 1, can you? Or can you?
You can have 0 dice in a skill. It just means you will always fail.
Yep. Maybe
Unless you buy more dice or use other dice from something. Go ahead.
technology, I guess. Yeah, because I don't want to go 0. In theory, it's athletics because I'm leaning in and not watching out for my own safety as this is happening. So, but I'll drop 1 in my technology.
Okay. Keep in mind this is your current score. Keep
Yes,
a note of what the
current, not the
permanent
max.
is,
Yeah.
just in case a thing
Yeah.
happens. But go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So is my current, do I have current stress? Or is it just losing
So
the
that
dice and the skill?
it just losing the die,
Okay.
and let me know what is Noah's reaction.
I am leaning in, and starting to hear the humming, and I'm a little confused, but I'm like trying to make out what I can hear. So like my head's tilting slightly when I hear it.
Yeah.
And then like reaching out with my hand and again just like bapping at James, who's like nearby,
Oh,
slapping at your arm.
oh, oh.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, sire.
Yeah, James. Now that you're going to looking at it, it's like there's something happening over there. The cracks are cracks have got
yeah.
longer.
It's
Oh,
humming.
yeah, okay, yeah, I'm coming.
Brad
This
is
might.
taking photographs of all this for billing later
Yeah.
with his
Excellent.
smartphone and laptop.
And then
Evidence.
like after like a
Clearly,
moment's
Cliff's like not getting that on his cell phone.
Hmm.
and then like after like a moment's thought, he looks back toward like the camera crew who have been like following along. I was like, oh, and yeah, this might be like a negotiation thing. So like just in case, you probably want to and he like starts like motioning around his face and he is clearly like trying to like find some way of saying like be careful with the microphone, but he just has no idea how to do that, like how to communicate that with one hand. So he's just kind of like doing like hand shapes.
Hmm.
They're just sort of looking at each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. If I reach in with my pencil and try to like touch it to the crack, am I getting any sort of give on it?
Excellent. So I think that what we're going to call for
This is
this is
called
a
academic curiosity. That's my
academic
reaction to these
curiosity.
things.
You're
Yeah.
prodding it with
It's
the
for
with your
science. It's for science,
for
yeah.
science, as you are poking the problem.
Yes.
Um, let me see. Let's
James is
see.
here. He'll pull me back if I need to.
I'm
I'm
sure
sure he'll
everything will be
keep me
fine.
safe. Yeah.
Um, so the thing is, this is a this does fall under kind of a manual dexterity thing. So I think I am going to have to ask you to roll athletics for me.
Okay.
Ominous.
My one dice. Let's go. Skill roll.
Yeah.
Just
One.
get a big number.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Hey.
So a good thing
Just like
happens as a result of this. You
Yeah.
get one more mission token, and
Okay.
tell me what good thing happens as you prod these cracks.
I think it becomes clear when I prod at the crack. There's like a physical crack in the building, sure, but the pencil goes in further than it really should with the size of the crack. And like I wheedle it around a little bit and pull out and actually get some residue pulling out. Um which is giving us a little bit of evidence. And this is something that we can test to get a narrowing
Yeah.
down of what's actually going on. But I'm making contact. And I think, depending on the type of creature, I think a good result with what I'm just doing is maybe it enjoys the fact that I'm just curious about it rather than fear or like trying to get
Okay.
rid of it, if that makes sense. It's like
Oh,
I
it
gain
does.
trust.
It
Some
does.
trust.
So
Yeah.
there's a little bit of there's this almost like this. It's not exactly an audible sigh
Uh-huh.
that comes from it, but it sounds like it, and then the humming resolves itself,
Okay.
and it's like it's coming from beyond the wall. You hear the Bee Gees.
Oh. Just me? Or me and James?
So I mean,
Yeah, like
you're
James,
closest
James
to
is
the
like
wall right now. You have to
Yeah.
kind of be right up next to the wall
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make it
yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
James is hearing humming. But you're hearing the Bee Gees right now,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's inherently stressful or not. Um,
Well,
it's
you know,
Uh,
uh, hey James,
yeah. What's up?
if we're on the demonic rather than the fae, this could be a fiend because I feel like they tend to involve temptation, betrayal, and moral decay, and I can hear the Bee Gees.
Beach.
But
Saturday Night Fever Bee Gees, or is
it
this?
it's staying alive.
it's staying alive.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever.
Cool.
This is
It's going.
definitely
Yeah.
demonic. Uh,
Yeah, yeah. And look, it's giving me a gift.
ooh, transmissional fluid disposal fee.
Yep. And then I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Brad just snaps a photo.
I think I've made friends with it.
That
No, that, that, no, no. This is entirely professional. We are not making friends.
and
Well,
and then like
mhm.
on like the Chiron like below the screen like inspectors does not endorse forming close relationships with any supernatural entity.
Yes.
Now and I will say at this point, everyone in the room, the cracks continue to crumble further, and there's a little bit of glowing coming from behind the cracks, as in various different multicolored lights coming through, and everyone can definitely hear the tones of Staying Alive, as it seems to be the music is erupting from the wall. And now I think is an excellent time for us to go to break. Um, and so please folks remember where this, you still have this going on. We're currently at $400 for the for Extra Life. And so thanks very much for folks who've donated thus far. We got a $10 donation from the Spider Queen. But feel free to keep it coming, and we will be back in a few minutes. See you shortly. we have returned. And just remember, once again, we are here playing Inspectors as part of this Extra Life campaign to benefit children's hospitals. If you want to donate, remember the command exclamation point Extra Life. That'll should provide the information there and the link. And also, as a reminder, Val's going to be matching all sub points this month with $1 donations to Extra Life, even from Prime subs. So feel free to do those. Again, we have a few reward levels that I've got going on as we play this game. $5 will add a die to the bank. $15 will give a player a cool die. $25 gives a player an amazing item, and $50 gives a player a supernatural ability. So feel free to throw those in, and we'll see how things go. We are currently at the Grand Ballroom, Philadelphia, well, in a place that is similar to but legally distinct from Philadelphia. It's even called Philadelphia, but it's not for anyone who's been there. This will not look like the place where you've been.
And if you look very closely, you'll see the second L, not actually in a different font.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. It's a silent L, silent second L. Only the second L is silent. The first L is. But yeah, so this is where we are currently. There's a large series of cracks in the walls that are widening as we speak, and bright, multicolored light shining out from them, and the Bee Gees are being played. Apparently, it can be heard now by everyone. And as I think the one who's going to be able to catch the most detail right now will be Brad, as you are taking right now a video of everything and watching carefully. So I think now is so I think I'm going to give you the stress roll for this. Please make a 2-die stress roll.
This would stress me out because I'm a metalhead.
Ah.
Yeah. BG's is quite stressful.
Okay.
Oh, frazzled.
So
Oh.
frazzled. So you're going to. It means you're frazzled. You lose 2 dice from an appropriate skill, or 1 die from 2 skills. You get to pick. So take a couple of dice off, and let us know how it is that that Brad reacts.
So I lose all my schooling from this. Like my mind just moves over to chicken cutlets from academics.
Hmm.
And my knowledge of ghosts just goes whoosh out the window, and 2 skill die are gone for temporarily. So I see this, I just get irrationally disturbed, and my skill die are just out the window. My brain is just 2 chicken cutlets huddling for warmth.
So what do we see as we're looking at Brad? What does it look like?
Brad has an uncomfortable face right now. He's taking video, and he is clearly perturbed because he wants to be listening to anything else other than this. He is trying to hum like Master of Puppets, but he can't get the words out.
No. They can tell by the way you walk that you are, in fact, a businessman.
Ugh. Get book out. Maybe we should try to make contact. If this is a contract unfulfilled, maybe we need to discuss terms.
But shouldn't we get the summoner? Or
We could at least try and
want to
figure
give
out
him a
what's
second chance?
Yeah. We maybe just need to establish what's pissing it off so much, or making it really happy.
Again, I would figure like the summoner, like if this is a demonic contract, that usually like there's some sort of blood sacrifice or
Oh, wait a minute.
soul on the line.
And then he's like James starts patting himself down. I think there's oh yeah, and then there's a brief camera cut back to James also reaching up to put in a little inspector's manual in his pocket as well, which he then pulls out oh yeah, we are Powered by what's his name?
God.
No, no, no,
The
no, no, no,
summoner
no.
guy? Oh yeah, what was his name? I don't remember.
Oh, let's see. Do you think you would know this name? If you do, then I will tell you it.
Well, we were
I,
told the name when we were
Yes, you
I,
were told the
I,
name
Yeah.
earlier.
yeah.
I
Would
remember that we were told the name Hamlet. James was definitely not paying attention.
okay, that's my question is that
Yeah, I would be, no,
Uh,
what I was considering doing is going into my various the groups that I'm in, finding
yeah,
one that I know he is probably in lacrosse, and
yeah.
then like finding the name, hitting DM, and then what I'm gonna do is to lure him down here so that we don't have to spend time or effort legworking to get him here. Essentially saying, heard you're having some difficulty with your grades. I happen to be,
Yes.
available to
Yeah,
help with that. Like I'm gonna give him my references of like other students in the school that I've essentially helped them pass their exams.
yeah.
Um, and be like, if you're interested, come down to Grand Ballroom, blah 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 blah, to like
Okay.
to summon him here.
Okay, yeah. I think Noah would definitely remember the name. It's
Yeah,
a it's Taylor Hamblin.
Taylor
Um
Hamblin.
and so Noah, I when you have a moment, I will need you to make a contact roll.
Okay, I'm so good at this. Not great.
Okay, not great. The GM decides your fate may be given a chance to suggest a single positive, albeit minor, effect. So, and I'm open to suggestions here, but so there's a minor little bit of a silver lining to this cloud. I feel as though he's not going to be available. But what do you think? What do you think is
I have something
happens
else in
when you
mind.
contact him?
Can I change
Oh,
that to cool die or something else? Add a die to the banker. Change the effect of that roll. We did get a
Not
donation.
retroactively, unfortunately.
Okay.
But
well,
you kind of
I think
when you are making the roll,
That
though, when you
donation
first
was
make the roll, you
processing
can, yeah.
while it was happening.
Is the silver lining that he's not able to come here, but he's gonna keep messaging me so I can slowly start asking him questions to get the information that we
Yeah,
need for the.
yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
work.
It's
Maybe he thinks I'm hitting on him, so like we've started having a
Yeah,
conversation that is way too familiar for me.
oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I think you're going to get basically the text that says that's let's see what's a good place to exile people to if they have to go on a family trip. Uh, let's see. Yes, we're up. Yes, we're just
Catskills.
gonna say upstate. Yeah, we're it's he's gonna say on the way to the Catskills right now, but I can talk talk a little.
Yeah.
I can text a little.
Yeah.
How are
All
you?
right. Really
Oh,
good. I like realize I have to start masking now, so I'm like, I'm very good at pretending to be sociable when it's just texting. Really not when I'm in person with people, because I
so
have zero game. So I'm like, I'll be trying to like warm him up a little bit, to starting to be talkative, and I'm gonna see because clearly this guy is an idiot, um, and willing to resort to all sorts of things. So I'm gonna try and use that to like ask him, what he's been doing recently, what he's been up to, and like send him the interest. And like, oh my god, and hopefully he'll start telling me about something cool he's done recently, such as trying to summon a demon.
okay. It looks like, and correct me if I'm wrong here. It looks like we now have another donation that
Hi!
Oh,
is come in, another $25.
Excellent.
So this again, that's the equipment level. So you get an amazing item, and it looks like this is also going to Himalu. Uh,
Oh,
so you're
amazing.
going to find you're going to find another amazing item during this thing, as,
Okay.
as things are happening. So I'm going to keep that in mind, and we'll see kind of where it pops up in a little bit. But we'll be delivering it shortly. But let's see first of all how this interaction comes out. You are chatting. So what kind of so you're chatting with Taylor, um, and
Yeah.
who seems interested.
Okay. Yep. I asking him what he's been up to recently because things have been boring on the campus. And then I'm going to start dropping things that I've been doing, which allude to slightly supernatural things. And like, I'm just really into that sort of thing and hoping that it's enough for him to start bragging about stuff. Because we all
Oh,
know that
okay.
people like him probably like to brag about
Okay.
things. So I'm looking for details.
Okay. So that process will take a few moments at
Yeah,
least.
I'm gonna sit over and like
So yeah.
sit down on something and kick my feet while I'm texting.
Yeah, there's some chairs in here, or there are comfortable chairs outside in the hallway. However you want to do this. In the meantime, we have still this disco music that is kind of blaring out through these cracks in the walls. There's clearly something on the other side. What's everyone else doing?
I'm
Um,
going to try and recover stress and research that gunk.
So recovering stress is typically done between missions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really a thing we
then
can.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
step aside and then research the gunk with the laptop.
Okay.
the goo.
Okay, yeah, so you sit down, and so this is you're doing research. This will be academics then, typically for this kind of thing. This is a research thing. I understand you're using the laptop, but it's a. So
Research
do you have any academics right now? Is that
one?
one? Okay, so this
Man,
is
I
a
wish I could be
one die
helping.
roll. But you can also remember we still
Take
have
from our
the
library.
yeah, you've still got
Where-
dice in your
Yeah,
you've got the
I'll just-
library card if you want to. Yeah.
I'll
I can slowly take my book out and hand it to you whilst texting. Like here.
So like, I would say like use 2 of the library die.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay
You can
then.
absolutely do that if you like.
So a skill roll with 2 library die and 1 of mine.
Yes.
We're agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. So you're going to find something out. You're going to get that a good result. So you get a little bit further. What do you find out?
Perhaps the type of composition, maybe a clue as to what more this is. Maybe what type of demon. I'm not really sure, but I get a hit on a website to maybe an old Reddit post, and it's more than just what this is. It's more than one of those like I had this problem and like no answer ever 12 years ago. It's an actual detailed Reddit post. I don't quite understand it myself, but it's maybe something Hamilo could parse.
Mm.
I see. Okay, so you're looking it over. It's going to give you details. You've said that and so just because again, this is having gotten this role, you can pretty much tell me if you like. Is it a demon?
It's a demon, yeah.
Okay, it's a demon. It's a demon. Everybody, you are able to look
I
through,
think
and
we're
it said,
going
"Yeah,
down this
no."
path. We need to commit to the bit.
Yeah. Commit to the bit.
So yeah, it's looking through. It's like, yeah, no, it's you'll be able to sort of glean that it's like they occasionally will pop in this type of demon for whatever reason. They enjoy popular entertainment. They enjoy dancing, and so that they will do this from time to time when there are openings for them to do so.
So he summoned them and basically like, it's my time to shine and get an audience. Let's go.
If you inform us, I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but I have an idea. As I'm going to again, this is a ballroom, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take one of those because there's in every single ballroom, everywhere there are the plastic tables. I'm going to take one of the plastic tables. I'm going to set it up near the crack. I am going to put a chair on their side, and then I'm going to set up chairs for each member of the team on the opposite side of the table. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to turn the page over on the clipboard. For all intents and purposes, right now, I'm going to refer to you as Gib, unless you are going to decide to speak or show us a sign as to your proper title. that you would prefer. Um, but Gib, my name is Cliff. They call me Cliff. Um, we have been entreated by those who own this property to amend whatever has summoned you here. I can already tell as one professional to another that your client has been less than desirable in their demeanor and the manner of your employment. Uh, I get that. Uh, but that does not mean we cannot come to an amenable conclusion to these contract negotiations.
Okay. So I'm going to need you to make a contact roll for me, please.
Certainly, I would also like to invoke my talent, Con Man.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah. So that'll give you an extra die.
It's one con man to another. Uh,
Okay. 6.
6.
You're
Amazing.
getting an amazing result. And so you're going to get 2 tokens out of this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 8 tokens right now. What amazing thing happens?
This is when all of the images get staticky for the cameras, as there is this very late 70s, early 80s sort of lights emanating from the crack, plaster starting to fall off the walls, a great rumbling, as think somehow an androgynous version of both John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John with horns emerges, full 70s jumpsuit, by the way, from the hole in the wall.
Well, I can help you out there. And the simple way to do it, the low budget way to do this, is that the area between the two main cracks fall away as the plaster falls, and you can now see into what looks like the Salon B, the big ballroom. Mm-hmm. And this figure that you have just described is there dancing under a disco ball, and begins heading your way.
And
It's
then like
not, it's
James
not going to
like
make us dance, is it?
like James like looks over to Cliff and like kind of like slowly reaches behind his back like
I need to now, however, I need to. A thing has just happened, by the way. This is a major supernatural thing that has just happened. It's still at a distance. It's coming towards you. Cliff is the one engaged here. I need Cliff to make a 3-die stress roll, please.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah. It's so funny. I'm still flirting over text.
One. Complete and total nuclear meltdown. Lose your cool if you have any, and lose a number of skill dice equal to the number of stress dice roll. That's 3.
3.
So
Yeah.
So you're going. Yeah.
So I'm going to lose all skill with athletics and technology, as I am just kind of that. There is just the body and the psyche cannot quite process what is going on here. So the freak out is the full on freeze, as the eyes just go wide, and at the same time the hand just involuntarily like smacks the head.
You okay? I'll pause my flirting to like wave at you. Oh shit, we've lost our talker, guys, and he's coming through the wall.
It's
This fi- this figure is dancing toward you. How did you describe it, Pope? It was a cross
It-
between Bowie and
no, not Bowie.
no,
Bowie would
sorry.
be too powerful.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's another level.
I
of
heard
the-
Bowie for
Yeah,
some
no, no,
reason,
no,
and
no.
John
that's how
Travolta
powerful he
and
is.
John
Olivia
Travolta and
Newton-John.
Olivia
Travolta.
Newton-John in an androgynous form, possibly
Oh,
played
gotcha,
by
gotcha.
like
Swinton.
Tilda Swinton, basically.
Yes, like
Yeah, probably.
Tilda Swinton by way of both John Travolta and Olivia
Yeah.
Newton-John. In a
Okay, understood.
full-on-
Understood.
Full-on 70s like leisure tracksuit.
So this figure, they are dancing towards you all and smiling.
I
You want to
I-
talk? Let's talk.
oh,
and then James like that just like awkwardly like that looks like yeah we hey, take a seat.
Ooh.
Let's
yeah.
we need to talk about what's happening. Can you well we have some word about what's been
I'm
going
working on
on
it.
here the last couple of days. Could you tell us a bit about it? Inform us of any promises that were made and are not delivered. Any that's if we can't straighten everything out.
Okay. This figure again is dancing in your direction, and James, I'm going to need you to make a contact roll, please.
Uh-huh. That would be a 3-die check. Good.
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 Good. Okay. So you get a good result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 9. So what good thing happens here in response
I would,
to
I would like to start like as for the demon does in fact go like, oh, field agent Laverne, and and then like it's just like actually entirely willing to just sit and talk this out because yeah, of course, yeah, like just about everybody who's every supernatural entity that's been in the area has aware of a field agent Laverne. And field agent Laverne is his quality at least an A minus. You give field agent Laverne the time of day. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, so the being will come forward through the wall, and they will sit down across from Field Agent Laverne, and I think that let me see here. So we got one thing I just need to point out. We got another $25 donation. And nothing has been specified as to whether that goes to Equipment 21. So we'll have an item's going to show up for someone sooner or later in addition to the item showing up for Noah. And so if the and so we can go there. I can say who that was, right? That's they identified. That was Hawkeye, KY Hawkeye. So thank you very much. Okay. So in chat is saying it's for Pope. Okay, so Pope's going to get an item. In a little bit. But yeah.
I am.
Yes.
While they're talking, is it possible for me to use researching plus my talent in I'm a librarian plus that magic item very good item that I got earlier with this book, and just be studying its motions? I want to find it to then be able to maybe not name it, but like understand what it is, so that I can start figuring out what its weakness is and how we're going to get it contained. Because I imagine there's different things that you have to do to contain different things. So I'm going to let him talk and do whatever he needs to do. I'm going to pause the texting for a second and just research research that.
Okay, and you've been getting, like I said, little bits of information as you've been starting to talk about the
Yeah.
supernatural with Taylor. Taylor's started talking about, yeah, totally can, oh, you know any summoning rituals? Because those are fun, that type of thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I totally
Taylor's been
do.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. You know, and you've been starting. You're at the point in the flirtation where you're talking about comparisons of summoning rituals, which is
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
important part of any flirtation.
It really is. It certainly is for Noah. Um,
And so, yeah,
yeah.
I would say go ahead and do academics for me.
Because if he's managed to summon it, the likelihood is he actually has very critical information that we need for containing. So yeah, I'll research and add my talent. Do I do anything with the fact that I have the equipment, or is it just that I have it?
No, it's just that you have it. You have access
Okay.
to be able to use it in the
Use it to do
narrative,
it.
pretty much.
Ah, fabulous. Good. Describe the result and gain a mission token.
Okay. So
Um,
yeah, so another good result. So we're up to 10.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm wondering, is it possible that my describing the result is part of my confessional that helps shift something in the game?
I mean, that's yeah. Anytime you shift something in the game, anytime
Yeah.
you do this. But yeah, certainly, if you
Yeah.
want to take a confessional to go all out, absolutely.
Yeah. Like we see like the camera's here with me and the book, and my eyes suddenly go wide. Look at the text, look at the book. And then it cuts to me in my confessional. I mean, we definitely gained a lot of information about how to contain this thing, which was great. And apparently I'm going for coffee with this person, which I'm definitely not nervous about. However, we did find out how to undo what seems to be going on with Cliff. You will never guess what he had to do for that. um, and I think my describing the result, given what this thing is, the way that we can kind of undo things is to essentially have like a dance off with it. And
Excellent.
maybe being able to do that will snap our little friend, or maybe he's the one that has to do the dance off to get his wits back, like to help him refresh his academics. No,
Well,
the other things he loves.
academics and tech and athletics.
Tech and yeah, those
But
refreshing.
you've given me an idea.
Uh-huh.
An awful idea. As now that the gaze of the demon is on James,
Yes. Yeah.
and
And
I love this entire thing of like cutting from the confession to this, like you can almost hear the director going, okay, we need a wide enough shot to get the demon and the rest of the team. And we all of a sudden like cut to an entirely separate camera. You can tell by the hard cut of this camera with extra wide lens. For some apparent reason, there's a lens flare coming off the demon. But
It's all the sequins.
you can see like Noah like leaning over to James, whispering in James's ear, and then like seeing James cut back and then James whispering into Cliff's ear. And Brad just like with like camera and laptop and just trying to drown out the music in his mind, also at the table. And all of a sudden, because of whatever it is that James said to Cliff kind of snaps back. I hung up my dancing shoes a long time ago. However, I do have something that I think you may be able to take in trade.
and
Cut to confessional.
okay, important note: only one confessional per scene.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah, you can talk to the camera if you like, but we can't bend anything.
okay. Fair. he pulls out not his normal wallet. This is a wallet that looks very, very old, very beaten up. And like he opens it, you can see from the camera like the more tighter like steady cam coming over the shoulder, and we can't see the printing on the card. But he pulls this little orange card out of this wallet. Now, normally I know you take souls. But this isn't my first rodeo. This isn't the first bad boss that I worked for. Last one, her nickname's The Wall. And this was the parting gift I got from the last job I worked with her. I think you'll find it makes all of us even. And I hand over the card to the demon. And the demon reads the card. I would like this to be the item. Get a hell free. Redeemable once.
Okay, so here's the deal. I am going to have you make another contact roll in a moment, but before I do that, there is I'm looking at the time. I see we have a little more time. We seem to be doing well on time for this, so I'm going to add. If we're good with this, I'm going to add a few more tokens to the to the mission max. So we're going to go up from 12 to 15, and we'll see where if we're good with that. And we'll see kind of where we stand. Okay, so right now we're at 10, and I need you then, as you're offering this to the demon, this is a get out of hell free card as that we're putting in as your item. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
We still need to give we still need to give Noah an item, which I'm trying to come up with ideas, but everyone's still sort of sitting in this ballroom. But so you'll find something in a second, probably.
Okay.
But we'll get there. But unless you have an idea for what type of item you'd like to have for this, so be kind of thinking about that while we do this interaction. So you hand this card over. Pope, go ahead and make a contact roll for me.
I did. I got 2 6s.
Okay. You got 2 6s. Okay, so we've got an amazing result. We've got 2 more mission tokens coming in here. Awesome. So what amazing thing happens?
I think the demon just lets out a pained sigh as they take the card and go, yes, that fulfills the payments, but that doesn't necessarily fulfill the contract.
Working on it. I want I wonder if what I get sent, and it's maybe a bit weird as an item, but if we're looking at something that is achievable within the room that relates to the case, it's maybe that he agrees that he would send me a picture. It's like his contract's maybe like a PDF format, like rather than physical written. He had to,
Nice.
like,
Yes.
a PDF and like
Yeah.
had to download a program that allowed him to edit on top of PDF so that you can
Yeah.
actually sign things. And he was like,
Yeah.
I got this. Check this out. And I'll for that to come in when it feels appropriate, because I'm aware we don't want to
Okay.
jump straight to the end.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, sure. No.
Yeah.
We've got at least 3 more now. The only thing I was thinking as a possibility in my head is like the demon's going to give someone a pair of shoes or something. I don't know. But if you don't want anything like that, then having like a PDF of the contract could work for this. If you want to use that as your next amazing item. And it'll have some sort of properties that will benefit you, basically.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Shoes or contract, guys? What do we want? I'm happy to put on some dancing shoes.
The question is, do we have any athletics left?
We have two dice on
2 dice.
athletics
Yep.
that one of us can
We-
use.
And I've still got my full JV rating of 3.
Is James going to have a dance off with this team?
I think that's the way we go.
Somebody gonna make James.
I think what it right. Okay, so here's the thing, because if it's me that's getting the magic item and the shoes are given to me, I am gonna make a point of like looking you dead in the eyes, James, and say, "You're gonna use these and finish this off because I can't dance and you're going to." Yes. Yes.
What? That
It's all for the job, Mr. Amazing Field Agent, with your reputation. This would be great for you, right?
oh my god!
So great.
What is everybody?
Finishing the case. Finishing the case. I slide it over because what I want is I want photographic and video evidence of him dancing because I want to ruin his cred a little bit because he annoys me.
You do not. You don't get to. And like you try
You're
to
not
like,
gonna
start,
make
like, laying
me
down, like,
the
this, like, you don't get to-
librarian. The librarian doing dancing. We don't need that. We would never end the contract that way.
I'm in customer service. Brad's a temp.
Yeah. See, you're
Yeah,
Mr.
fuck.
Field
And then
Agent.
he
Save us.
like he
Save us,
stands
Mr.
up and
Field
then, like,
Agent. Save us. Save me.
he stands up, like he starts like he starts like unzipping the jumpsuit, and then like the camera immediately like blurs out his figure, and then like just reveals like, oh, he's just, like, okay, he's just like wearing like a practice jersey under this, like, it's fine. So they restore the image.
Immediately
yeah,
get my
yeah.
camera ready. Save
So-
me! Oh no!
So the demon picks up kind of on what you're doing. He said, "Okay, well, yes, I guess we still do get a dance then, and that'll do it. That'll probably do it. But you got to be good." And the demon drifts back into the into Salon B, and you can hear more music coming from there. And you can see there are other figures in there who also seem to be dancing.
Oh.
Now, I want to check in real quick because Brad hasn't done anything in a while, and I just want to make sure Brad's okay.
Yeah.
Brad, is there anything what's going on with Brad right now?
Coping. He's
That's a mood.
Brad's been documenting all of this for the billing purposes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been much of a research role or a tech role to this.
Not as of yet. It depends on what you're trying to do and how you're trying to do it.
If
So
we
is
went
there-
the PDF route, I could probably whip something up, but I think we're going the dancing route.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it, but I mean, if you want to do something to, like, say, to the contract in the meantime, that would be
Yeah.
techie. That might
I'm
help,
probably
but-
gonna go over the contract and like.
Yeah, I
see
can
if we have,
bring you over because like if he's sending it through on my phone, we can get it from there onto your computer and you can do some jiggery pokery with it.
Yeah,
So I'll just
yeah.
pass my phone over to you.
To possibly
Yeah.
Don't read the
amend
messages above
contract.
that. Just the PDF.
Now, yeah, if you want to do something in there, now here's the key weird tricky thing. If you want to do it to highlight a specific technical thing about the contract, not necessarily. How do I put this? Not necessarily getting outside information about it, but doing something actually to the contract, then that I would consider a tech role.
I want to look for any gotchas in there that I would know, or maybe I don't know. I'm team. I'm open to suggestions and helping Obi win.
Okay, so
I have
mean,
an idea.
yeah.
Again, you're our technician. You've gotten this contract. Instead of looking for gotchas, add one.
Mm-hmm.
You can add a gotcha that both upon Upon receipt of the dance that's coming in, the demon is dismissed and the summoner's soul is reaped. That way we eliminate.
Yeah, altering the contract would definitely be a tech roll.
Yeah. Or just making it look like it's a copy of something, so it's not the actual hard. Like finding a way of
Again,
altering it.
our tech temp is so good that he can amend demonic contracts.
Yes.
In a laptop.
We have tech die, don't we?
You've got
Yeah.
2, I believe.
Well, yeah. You got two on the credit card still, yeah, also.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea that our temp has a hacking tool that somehow interacts with this PDF writer.
So the UPenn engineering team, they came up one.
So I'm
very
dialing
odd evening.
into the engineering servers, and I'm using the computer cray to access the void. I know let's roll this. Should I use a bank die? Because I'm using all 4 of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Use
money.
the tech die. They're to be used.
Well, we have 2 tech die, we have 2 bank dice. Which do you want to use?
I would use the tech die. Use the 2 tech die.
Tech first.
Yeah, but it's up to Brad. Whatever Brad wants to use. So I'll need to know. Okay, well that's.
It looks like those came out of the bank.
Yeah, those are
Okay, use the bank dice.
No, that was tech die. I don't know which was.
You should use. Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
We can pull them out.
no.
Yeah, we can pull out the tech dice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. So let's see. 4 fair. So this doesn't this doesn't gain any mission dice, mission tokens, but you can describe the mostly positive result of your action. But you must also include a negative or humorous effect. So this is mostly good, with an odd little catch to it or something. Something negative or a humorous effect to it. What do you think? So what happens as you are making this alteration?
So, I have to hack UCray systems, UPenn systems. I connect to the school computers. Everything wires up at once. The power browns out for the entire campus. But it works, and it hacks the system.
Amazing.
I love it.
I didn't hit save. I didn't hit save. My essay.
So
the power.
Yeah. Just you hear an audible dip, like.
Amazing.
Arcs across the power line, and it just from Wi-Fi, just access the system.
Immediate hard cut as one of the cameras, which is was not plugged into a surge protector, shorts.
Yeah. So yeah, so the contract is amended. You can see you've got it in there. So if James can pull this off, then that will at least that'll take care of this contract, this situation, hopefully. And so as you all see, the dancing is going on in there. I think there's a slight side effect. As there's a sudden sort of glitch to as the salon in front of you, salon B, seems the whole salon glitches for just a moment as you're looking through the crack, and they have hopped backwards in time now, and now it is slower, kind of is more sort of 30s 40s dance music playing. It's closer to swing ish.
Yeah, we are post jazz. We are,
and
yeah.
And you can see that the demon is now clad somewhat differently. The disco ball sadly is no longer with us, but there are some delightful lights that are coming down. And you see that there is still there's a demon over by the turntable who's like slowly been sort of changing things, who's changing the records out. You know, now wearing a nice pinstripe suit. There are a few demon couples dancing around. Um, I actually need to know who's closest to the ballroom right now, to that ballroom, because this is going to be slightly disturbing.
This is James. This is James.
This is James. Okay, James, this entire ballroom has glitched and changed, and there are now a bunch of demons in here, and I need you to make a 4 die stress roll, please.
All right.
Oh.
I'm going to, as I believe I do declare it before. I'm going to use my cool right now to ignore the lowest result.
All right, good, good. Yeah, you don't have to spend it for that, but you know,
Okay.
you still have it. But go ahead.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, that's good because the lowest result was a 1. Unfortunately, you rolled another 1.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ouch.
so sadly,
Yeah.
complete and
Four.
total nuclear meltdown. Lose your cool, so you unfortunately will lose your cool die, and you lose a number of skill dice equal to the number of stress dice rolled. That is 4 dice.
All right.
Just became
So,
so uncool, James.
yeah, we are just hard in once upon a sure, legally and according to certain grades, we are in some senses a college student. We had that education. Cannot access any of it. Uh and furthermore, this I've definitely categorically forgotten how to work all technology. Still gotta and in fact, the there is something about the aura of James Laverne, field agent (parentheses trademark parentheses). This has been just a little bit punctured in this moment. Credibility not quite what it was, not quite what it was.
Yeah. So, how do we see James react to this?
Like that, like he like it seems like kind of like as it's like washing over him, and then like kind of like it seems like his outfit like begins to change, like from that jersey to like this kind of like mod like 30s 40s like he's now like in this like zoot suit. He's even got like a little hat, and it's like
Oh no.
and then like like the like camera like slowly like pulls back, like reveal that he's in the other room now, like he's the on the other side of the crack. Like he's like this like oh God. and like like some of his like gear is like still on him, but like but well, it was on him. Now it is like set aside on the like off of the dance floor, out of the way, and like it seems to be like quote unquote like resisting this whole aura, but like it's away, and like he looks at it like he doesn't even know what it is. And like to kind of like he focuses, okay, gotta like do this.
Yeah, yeah. And the dancing demon says, come on, field agent, let's dance." And you see this being do a sort of a whirlwind of a thing that is not. It's like a strange combination of with disco dance moves, but then just effortlessly into swing dance moves. It's it does a backflip at one point. It spins around impossibly as it comes near you, and then it's going to and then it's going to hand off to you. While that's happening, briefly, I just need to check in with everyone else. Is anyone else doing anything as this dance contest begins?
Yeah, so from my research role before, I now have mapped out the chant that I'm gonna need and the bits and pieces out of my bag that I'm gonna need. I bring out my jar and set it on the table, unscrew it, and I look to the other two and I'm like, I mean, I'm fairly good to go once we're satisfied that this is over, but if that goes really wrong in there, I'm gonna need you guys to distract them while I put it in the jar.
I can distract. I
I
do not know how well this is going to go, but if a distraction is necessary,
Yeah,
I
I
can.
believe in you guys. Yeah. Um, I believe in you guys.
I believe in James.
I just make a face. Okay. Yeah, I will set up and then I'm gonna go through my text to Taylor to start picking out the words that I saw him using in his summoning ritual because I asked if he took any pictures of it and
Oh yes,
kind of
okay.
using the initial
Uh,
summoning circle and I'm gonna create like a sort of like negative space version of it to try
oh,
and
very
create something
clever.
binding. Yeah.
Very, very clever way to wheedle another academics roll. Yes, go ahead.
Let's go. Let's go. Do I get to add my I'm a librarian to this?
Yeah, yeah, you're using your
Uh,
librarian skills.
sure am. No, yeah. Let's go.
Okay, amazing. You were so close. You're getting very close now.
Yep.
Um, so we have two more mission tokens added.
Yeah.
What amazing thing happens as you're putting this together?
Okay. So, I am able to create this sort of like negative opposite version of the summoning circle to create a binding circle. I've got the words at the ready. I've got my jar at the ready. Um, and I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to do this. And I think as I start, there are certain words used that are like, you know, fingers down a chalkboard, like the worst kind of sounds. Something that is discordant enough that it's going to start disturbing this demon. So their judgment of
Hmm.
whatever James is about to fucking do is a little hampered in terms of who might be considered
Yeah,
a winner here. I'm going to make
yeah.
them feel themselves weakening to try and give James an upper hand if I can. I don't know if there's a way of giving someone dice for something, but you know.
There is
Uh
a way of helping
yeah. So I
when
don't
you
know if
do things,
you
but you've already kind of done this.
yeah.
So it'll have to be another thing. Um,
Okay. Okay.
and as a quick note, again, we have since we're about to come down to what might be a final roll. I actually am wondering, given the time, given that we still have a tiny bit more time,
Yeah.
if we're good with adding a couple more
Yeah,
mission dice
I've
to
even got an idea for like kind of what the next thing that might need to happen is.
yeah.
Got an idea. Got
Um,
an idea.
so
Plus,
I'm
wait,
thinking
when
of
you
just
ramp up towards the end, you tend to get a lot of maybe not like
yeah,
confessionals in the mechanical sense, but in a, you know,
yeah,
reflecting on
yeah.
things.
So I'm thinking of bumping up just to from 15 to 17
Okay.
real quick because I think we're good for that. I think we're good for that
Okay.
as we're doing really well on time. So
Yeah.
if we're good with that,
Yep.
um, so what we
Okay.
have now is this contest is going off. And
Yeah.
does anyone else do anything before James must begin to dance?
I am just waiting for Noah to give me a cue if I need to distract.
Okay. James, one thing I will tell you going into this is that the shoes will know the dance that you have to do, so that will help. Not as for terms of giving any dice or anything, but it'll at least make it so that you're not necessarily trying to make any horribly wrong moves.
I'm going to try and manipulate the lighting and the sound system in his favor.
Interesting. Okay. So we could do this as a helping roll if you want to do that. The way that helping works in this is that you would still make the roll, but you would give them one of your dice from the roll. So one of your dice would go to them
Could it
from
be a
it.
technology dice?
Yeah, I mean because you're manipulating the sound system. So I would say I would say to go ahead and do the tech roll, but we're still going to see what we're still this is still going to it's not going to it not won't in and of itself necessarily net any mission tokens.
Hmm.
It's but it might for James. We'll see.
How many dice is that?
So it's your tech. It's your attack score. This is a tech roll as you're trying to manipulate the lighting and the sound.
Gosh.
Okay, so that's another amazing roll. Okay, so we already know, James, going into this, you're gonna get a. Well, I know. I assume you're giving him a 6.
Yeah.
One of the 2 6s you rolled. You rolled 2 6s and 2 4s. So I assume you're giving him you're giving one of the 2 6s.
Yeah.
Okay. So we already know you're going to get at least 1 6 here. So I mean, we're probably okay. But James, what are you doing?
All right. So, yeah, James is, yeah, James. He's an athlete by nature. Like he is in fact confident in his body. Like in the immortal words of our very first lady Shakira. His hips only know the truth. Uh,
Yeah.
and
Blessed be.
uh, and part and parcel of that is well, we do still have in fact what did make the jump, an ever so handy crowbar. But the times, think of the times. So in fact, like as like the demon like I kind of like pass it back to him, and he like dramatically like recoils, like like shoes like sliding backwards until he like reaches his cane, and then like he stops, like
Nice.
spins it around, and then like starts going into this like starts like yeah like with the shoes kind of like help him out, like starts like tapping out this like nice good ragtime. Yeah, and then I believe we still a matter of let's say we did it, we still do that 3 die skill roll, I think, for
Mm-hmm.
athletics.
Yep.
uh, and
Okay.
oh, and
So,
I got a 4, but oh, look at this nice handy
but
stick.
yes. So you're going to get 2 mission tokens,
uh
which is bringing you very close to the end here.
and yeah, which like he then like breaks out into like this ragtime routine, and then like keeps going because like yeah, gotta yeah, like he like starts like really like feeling the music, like kind of like connects with like the demons, like starts like working them in, like all of a sudden like yeah, like this is a whole big routine, like, and yeah, this part of the reason this demon came out was to put on a show. And of course you got Agent Laverne. You can't just pass that up. You gotta work it in. And like yeah, imagine like and like to like the like actual shock of like the film crew, like they're like their sound is like overwritten as like the demons like own like custom like some like 30s 40s like song like starts like singing in like going like background dancers are singing it. Vern like doing this ragtime for like solid 2.5 minute number, and then in like in flaming letters over the Chiron, uh like like hell yeah .bandcamp.com/, uh uh ragtime ragtime to burn to. And then like the image like fizzes out like a there's like a brief like technical difficulties, and then like the image like reestablishes like with it all gone. And James like, good show.
Excellent.
Cliff's going to take that as his cue.
Yeah.
Friends and fiends, let's give a round of applause to Field Agent James Laverne. Thank you all for crossing dimensions to join us for this dance. Please remember, tip your waitress. We will see you in 2,000 years. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Grabbing James, pulling him out.
Yeah. And I'm using the fact that
And
they're listening to him
the
to finish the ritual. Yeah.
and like the one of the demons like, oh, I'd love to get you on contract if we possibly could because you have such skill. And
Can I
the
ask to combo the like because the finishing the ritual, if I could get Brad to help me, I'd like him to somehow hack it, because of course he can hack into things. Hack into like the sound system in that other room so that the chanting of the thing that's binding
Oh,
them starts to resonate around the room.
yeah,
Maybe
that could work.
just
That
kind
could be
of
a thing.
roll
But
all of our skills together.
yeah, I think that, yeah, you're just basically watching, and there has been a demonic band that's been accompanying,
Ah,
and
yeah.
they seem to be the only ones who are like, yeah, this is gonna. They're putting away their instruments, and they seem to be getting ready to go somewhere. I don't know where they're going,
Yeah.
but they seem wise to what's happening here. But but everyone else is still just sort of there, kind of just sort of like celebrating the end of a contract, and also bemoaning it somewhat, because it's like, oh, we don't get that soul, but we've been having a fun party. So they're sort of they're wrapping things up, sort of in the throes of uh, of certain popular. A round of We'll Meet Again is starting up.
Ah.
No, we're moving faster.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And so
Looking over to the demonic band. Let's wrap this up. Oh,
Then like a couple of demons are like dropping by, like take selfies with Laverne, like hashtag.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah, the demonic band is going to try to sneak out of the building, I think. Um, they're like, no, we don't want to
Classic
deal with any
musicians.
of it.
That's not our problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so where we are here. Um, I'm sorry, it's been so long since I looked at the Roll20. So I see that we have a roll from Pope.
yeah, that was my contact.
We did
roll for the
amazingly.
distraction.
But I'd also like to see, I'd also like to see just the results of the completion of this ritual, which I
Yeah.
think would be a delight. So, again, if Brad
There
would
you
like to
go.
help out with the tech,
Yeah. Brad definitely
which
did.
Brad
help.
has gotten an amazing result as well.
Okay,
And so it is up to Noah.
5.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
there you go. Good.
So
Describe the
you
result.
have
Yeah,
two.
there we go.
You have 2 6s from which to choose. You can
Yeah.
either take Pope's 6 or Brad's 6. Which 6 would you prefer?
Oh, but it's in theme. It's all of us. Communism. It's our sixes.
It is true.
666.
They
We're
are,
stealing
yes,
it
that's
from
true. They are all of your 6s. They are the people's 6s.
all the sixes. Yeah. And
Burn
we'll
Philly.
finish up the ritual. Open the jar up to draw that soul in. Immediately seal it. Look up at everybody and then do a. Oh.
Yeah,
Good job,
you see
everyone.
this basically. This thing is like the demons don't realize what's going on, and when they finally reach the end, the final
Yeah.
chorus of "We'll Meet Again,"
Yeah.
see, they're all immediately just like clawing as they're sucked into this jar.
They're like as
Which-
as the cracks close, like the band who is like on basically the other side of like an additional portal are just like shaking their heads.
No,
It's like
no, they. Strangely enough, the band is still there, but they're cool. They're going to they're actually contracted to play the wedding that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah. So you know
so
they
they're-
can, yeah they're bound to the
Yeah, so they're
I like seeing the band and whoever was the drummer is just like
yeah.
as like Beetlejuicy and like the walls patch themselves up.
Yeah.
yeah. You know, if we ever hold like a get together, like a Christmas party, we should hire them.
Their rates are just too high.
Well, we get the main office to pay for it.
They are very expensive. That's true, but they
Yeah.
actually, yes, they do work for things other than souls. These guys, they're fairly. I'm sorry, I'm generating way too much lore suddenly about this band.
Just that one that listen.
But yeah, no, they're cool. They understand. They're probably spend more time on Earth than most of their colleagues, so they get it. But no, give me band lore. Well,
How long have they been together? Did they lose a member previously and had to gain
It's
another
been
one?
yes. Well, they do have to occasionally rotate bassists, about every 100 years.
They got Smash
But
Mouth.
most of them, yes, they
Yeah.
well, except slightly less evil, ironically enough.
Less even Smash Mouth.
But
Wow.
yes,
Less evils in the
Play-
modern music industry. In fact, part of the
yeah,
reason they accept non-solo enumeration is they they actually need to buy their
Yeah.
lead
It could
guitarist
be
out
worse. Is there?
from uh, out from legally distinct major music company.
No.
yeah, yeah.
It's Sony. Sony owns hell.
Yeah. Yeah, and those contracts, man, there's we're not gonna be able to go over that. Doesn't matter what ritual I put together, that's not
No, you can't.
Can't
you
beat Sony.
You can't fight Sony music. So
Okay. All right. So note to self: demonic band one shot somewhere in the future.
Yeah.
So,
They've become ska. We get new
Perfect.
members, and it's a big old ska. Yeah,
we have a
trumpets
we
in
have a
there.
message for you, Rudy. So as things settle, a quiet settles on the square, and the grand ballroom has been patched up. It is safe. We're now going to go into our ending montage, I think, unless we have anything else we need to get out right here.
I would like one thing on the record.
Yes.
Crowbar didn't change back. And in fact, like on the crowbar, there's a number like written along the side that can't doesn't come into focus when you look at it with the camera, but anybody who really wants to call somebody last minute who just might be able to set you up with some real special event music. Wink, wink,
Mhm.
nudge, nudge. Hail Satan.
Hell yeah,
And read.
love it.
Oh my God.
it's out of focus. You can't tell if it says Satan or Sony.
Yeah, it's hard to say. So, as we're going to cut to this montage that they're going to do of it's going to be like the intro interviews. But we've got now ending interviews to sort of wrap things up for your characters. We're going to see your character doing something, and we're going to see. And then we're going to cut to an interview, or we could do the interview first and then see, or intersperse, however you'd like to do it. We see something of your character, and we go to the final interview with your character, where you're basically just telling us how things are turning out for you. This is the what happens afterwards portion of the of our game, the epilogue, as it were. And so, who would like to go first?
I think Brad is going to be rushing to the van just to listen to music, climb in, like curl up in that ball, and just disassociate. Just say, I've been here too long, I've been here too long, I've been
You
here
just-
too long.
You maybe realize that like one of your favorite bands turns out you're like, I recognize it. Where do I recognize? Oh fuck! I know them.
So,
Bless.
does Brad say anything? Is there a cut to an interview? Do they get an exit interview with Brad? For this?
Exit interview is like, I have got to get a new temp job.
That's so perfect.
Excellent. All right.
I think for Noah's, it's like they first show a little smash cut of all the times that I've rolled my eyes or made a sarky comment or like hit at James, to build it like I don't like him. But then it shows that I cancelled on my date with Taylor, and I'm sitting and I've edited the video of him dancing to the demon. And I've sent it out to like a group chat that I have with other archivists in Inspectors to sort of help build the James Laverne is really fucking cool, basically, and like he's the best. So I'm sitting, and it's like you see all the like the angry faces and the eye rolling, and then you just see me looking at the video, and I have like a really little affectionate smile on my face as I hit send. And then the interview's just like, yeah, that's a really good job. Yeah. And I just, that's it. Doesn't say anything else. Blushing.
You see Cliff with the janitor going, and this is your bill. We do take installment plans. No, that is in fact the actual total. For the entire evening. Honestly, it's a steal. If you were with the main office, that would be at least 10 grand more. But because our overhead is so low and the agreement with the university, we can make it so that this is just 60 grand to clean this up. And then we got to the interview. I am not proud of this job, but it pays well. And he's just like hitting a pack of Lucky Strikes, and you hear the director, I thought you quit smoking. I thought you quit asking questions during these confessions.
And so finally, we cut to James, uh, who like it's like you know like that new like Netflix thing you do where just like get him like sitting down for like the interview, and he's still in the suit, and in fact like hands in the hat from off screen. He's like, uh, and sits back, and twirls the cane like deftly, like absent-mindedly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The museum's still calling about like to do that routine. Apparently, something to do with the I don't know, like lost. Yeah, I don't. Oh, what was it? I wanted to play like yeah, I wanted a basketball. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted, but I mean, still, it worked out, right? Like everything's prepared, and I got, and like there's like a little montage of like kind of like and that's like not like basically like fully like cut in, like it shows like all the missed shots like between like that sizzle reel, I was like him like tripping like here and there like during the like his exercises, but I got this. I can do this. I did dance. I'm not never gonna live that down, but like, well, I kind of like looks at the camera like, yes, Inspectres, field agent. This is what field agents do. You solve your problems. Uh, and like like what the heck? And yeah, spends like one last time, like points to the camera, like, yeah, anytime, day or night, paranormal problems, modern solutions.
Ah, awesome, awesome. And then I think we go to they take you to the credits. They fade out and go to credits, which are way longer than they need to be, and it's really only the same three or four people over and over again doing different jobs, essentially, against the backdrop of the university. And we come to an end. Thank you so much for playing. I really appreciate it. We got through to the end a lot faster than I expected, but that happens sometimes in games like this. But we did get over the 3 hour finish line, so we at least got in there. So very pleased. We have been doing pretty well. We're up to, as far as pledges go, we're up to $450. At this point, there is still time to pledge for anyone who wishes to. Obviously, there's still another game today, so folks may do that. But we're going to go ahead, and I think we're going to begin the outro process as we as you tell folks where they can find you, like any final thoughts, and that's basically where we are. So I guess we'll go in the same order we have. So we're going to start with Emma.
Yeah, from behind the cattail. Yes, I am Emma Hamalu on the internet. I use they them pronouns. Today I was playing Noah. I think that was a great game. Very much enjoyed. Thank you very much, Jim, for running that. We raced to the finish line with all of the six. I can't believe how many sixes we rolled. It was
So
bonkers.
many sixes.
Well, Satan.
Hail Satan. But yeah, no, wonderful game. As for where you can see me, tomorrow you will see me back here at the channel. I'm the first game of the day running Vampire the Masquerade, where we're going a bit meta and we're doing they're a fundraiser for a children's hospital. And then normally on Saturdays you would see me here running a Dragon Age game, and Darkness Unbroken is our final season. We are over our halfway point now there, so that's very exciting. And on Tuesdays you'll see me on a channel called The Transmissions, where I run a Dragon Age game there as well. It is not quite so high stakes, high drama yet, because they've only just escaped the Blight. And we do have a podcast there that's been on hiatus for a little while, but it will be coming back. It's called Black Teeth, and it is rural folk horror using the liminal system, which has been really wonderful. You can catch up on episodes if you've not seen it yet. And I will be at Dragonmeet. I don't know how many UK folks are out there right now, but I'm going to be at Dragonmeet down in London at the start of December. So if you are coming, you can come say hi. That's me.
Hey everybody, Pope here.
Yay.
Pope World Build on the internets. If you want to follow me primarily over on Blue Sky, I exist on Twitter, but only barely.
Do any of us really exist on Twitter?
Not anymore.
No, it has become more than the flaming dumpster fire. It is the Cybertruck of social media. And but let us leave the dumpster in the fire. If you want to see more of me, great news. Tomorrow, be back here. Same Valdrianth time, same Valdrianth channel. I will be here playing some Mouse Rigger. It is the first time for me playing that system too. Super exciting. Uses D6s. I rolled really well for character creation, except for one case. They use 2d6 for everything but hit points. That's 1d6. I rolled a 1. So come see how long my little hedge witch mouse lasts. I'm interested to see how the game plays. It looks both delightfully grim and yet pastoral, sort of like Secret of Nim. So please join us for that tomorrow, and stay tuned. Like there is more shows, more chances to give, more ways to affect story. So please, if you can, promote. At the very least, be in chat. Please give responsibly. I understand. Like we have just entered charity season. There's going to be a lot. You'll probably see me over on Practical Thesmophoria in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, on Sunday afternoon, raising funds for Fisher House. So definitely tune in for that, as Prax has a bunch of stuff going on for Veterans Day weekend. Yeah, I'll be over there on the 10th. Also around 3 o'clock Eastern. So again, another incredibly noble charity. Please check that out. And if you want to do something for yours truly, I've got a game over on Start Playing Games. I've decided to throw my hat in the ring over there. Going to be running some Dark Heresy. So if you're interested in some Grimdark 40k, definitely love to have you there. You can check out the pinned tweet and Skeet for more details. Definitely, I'm very bad at doing the self-promotion thing, so any help there with retweeting, resqueeting, liking, greatly appreciated. And thank you all so much for being here. A story is nothing without its audience. You're much brothers as we are. Take care of yourselves, one another, especially during these holidays. And for my fellow U.S. citizens, go vote. Take care, everybody.
Absolutely. And I think we're over to Lich.
Okay. You can find me primarily just by hanging out around Val because I am mostly a mod for Val's channel. Other than that, you can find me on Blue Sky and the dumpster fire that is formerly Twitter. That's about it.
Awesome, awesome. And finally, Obadiah.
All right. I have been James Laverne, but elsewhere and elsewhen, I am Obadiah or Joss Dyson on Blue Sky and the Circle of Hell, formerly known as Twitter. Uh, and things I do now is I am beginning my freelance writing career. So yeah, if you need a little somebody to come in for somebody to write a little something for a little monster together, get you a little lore, something strippy, something special. Uh, come drop me a line, and I would love to help you out. Uh, in the meantime, probably the next. Yeah, of course, you're not going to see me tomorrow, but you are going to be here tomorrow because I know you love these kids. I know you want to show them support and show them love. You'll be out here, just like I will, but just like I'll be in the audience. Uh, and if you can wait, uh, come by spring and summer for our final season of A Reign of Smoke and Ashes, Avatar actual play hosted on this wonderful Valgiant channel, where I will be playing Kim Ji-woon, uh, world's best firebender trademark.
Awesome, awesome. And I guess that leaves me. I'm Jim. I am a writer, streamer, podcaster, and apparently also game designer, strangely, as there's things happening. I am OtherDoc on Twitch, Blue Sky, and most social media sites. Anywhere I'm not OtherDoc, I'm Jim Yes That Jim. I have a website, jimyesthatjim.com, that has links to various things I have in my archive. I'm going to be releasing a game soon, so watch my socials for more details on that. It's become a three-dimensional object, strangely enough. So I'm very happy about that. And so that's coming very soon. And I also do various streams on my channel. We've got Nine Fox Gambit RPG, which is dystopian military sci-fi. Very soon, we're going to have a Bookhounds of London campaign run by one of the folks you see in front of you right now. That one being Pope, so that's going to be coming up very soon as well. And just a lot of stuff to look forward to, I think. But thank you all for those of you who came and donated. During this stream, we had donations from Pope, the Spider Queen, Lich, and Kentucky Hawkeye. And so very pleased for that. And there is one more game today as the marathon continues. The next game is Girl by Moonlight, and that'll be starting at the top of the hour in about 45 minutes. So stick around. And I think that is about everything, unless that's we're good. No. Thank you all so much. Take care. We'll see you all of a sudden.